Ladies and gents, welcome. My name's Wasmatic. Welcome to my channel. Today, hopefully, a fairly quick one. Something I learned actually over the last few days that I wasn't aware of and I thought I'd share with everyone, which is how do you configure your flight controls to best suit either you, your preferences, or the situation that you're in. So, I'm sure those of you who are playing the game already know that when you configure the pilot seat, you can configure it for usually ground construct or flying construct. Okay, most people, this vehicle for example, is a flying vehicle. Okay. Run default auto configure and pilot flying construct. Let's say run auto configuration, say yes. Okay, the default control mechanism for flying is the keyboard. And this is what I've been using for some time. So the keyboard, fairly straightforward. Let me get the right view. So if I press W, the nose goes down. If I press S, the nose comes up. So W and S control the pitch. Spacebar controls up and down. And then Alt and Spacebar sets the height at which you hover. So I'm holding Alt now and pressing the Spacebar. You can see I'm hovering much higher. That breaks on. And then if you press Alt and C, see, there we go, you'll see that it actually sets the hover height slightly lower, so you can control it that way. Spacebar is up, C is down, and then Alt and C give you the controls. So W and S is for the pitch, and then A and D, let's get away from the factory before I crash into something. A and D control the yaw. The yaw, if you don't know, is turning the nose from left to right. So that's A, that's D. Okay, and then straightforward, Q and E control the rolls. So you've got roll left with Q and roll right with E. Okay, and that will set some momentum in progress. So default controls, W and S, A and D, and Q and E. Okay, right, but what if you don't like those controls? What if you want to have something slightly different? Well, here is how you do it. You want to fly with the mouse. So you come up to your seat, you right click, you go down to advanced and change control scheme. Okay, so there's two options, mouse direct control and mouse virtual joystick. I use direct control mostly. Let me show you the virtual joystick. So this effectively gives you a dead zone in the way that you fly. So now your yaw and your pitch are controlled by the mouse. So if I move, you can see this dot in the middle is in the dead zone. I move my mouse out of that dead zone, I start to turn to the left. The more I move, the more left it goes. Same for the right. This is your yaw, and that's controlled by the mouse. Likewise, your pitch, push up, nose goes up, push down, nose goes down, and back into the middle for the dead zone. You still roll using Q and E. Okay, that's the virtual joystick control. Now that's okay, I find, on space flights. So if there's something where you want just a dead zone, if you knock the mouse, it's not going to be too problematic. I tend to use, it takes a while to get used to as well, but this is effectively the virtual joystick control. Okay, and then the next one, which is again fairly straightforward. I told you this would be a quick video. So the next one is the mouse control direct, which is what I use the most of now. Change control scheme, excuse me, mouse, keyboard, direct control. And now when you get in, there is no dead zone, and you will see that it's much more twitchy. So if I move the mouse left, it's literally going exactly where I point it. There is a kind of a dead zone in the middle, but it's the same thing. Up, nose down, nose down. So the pitch is up and down. Left and right is your yaw on the mouse, and then Q and E is your roll. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is very quick and dirty how you change the control schemes to best suit how you want to fly. My personal preference is this direct control. I never use the keyboard only option anymore, and I'm very glad to have that pointed out to me on stream earlier this week. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more content, helpful guides, tips, and just general messing about in the world of Dual Universe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.